It's 20 to 12 on the 4th of February 2021, and I'm still wide awake. Yesterday I went to sleep at 7:30 and I woke up at 9:30. Like 2 hours after I went to sleep, and I stayed up till about 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, I think. And I thought I'd better get some sleep here because I've got to go to work. Anyway, I went back to bed, and I didn't sleep much, but I managed to get a couple of hours, I think. So tonight I thought to myself, I'll stay up a bit later, and I wasn't tired, so as I say, it's 20 to 12 and I'm going shopping. Strange time to go shopping, but yeah, it should be very quiet. And I'm not going to Tesco, I'm going to Asda at the Metro Centre, just for a run out, because I'm off tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter what time I go to bed. So I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday, and then back to work on Tuesday. I could be back to work on Monday yet, like, but at the moment I'm back to work on Tuesday, and I'm working in Newcastle, which is in completely other side of the water, even further than the Metro Centre from where I live. So, roads are quiet. I expect the Metro Centre to be quiet as well. I know it's open, because it's open 24 hours. Yeah, it's open 24 hours, so I paused the video there because I was in complete darkness, and it's going to happen again. 2 seconds. The reason I'm going to Asda at the Metro Centre is my favourite beans are Asda beans, which is their own brand. I know I'm in darkness here again. It's like their own make or their own mark, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's probably Heinz beans made for Asda or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, I've tried. I mean, everybody knows I love Tesco. I go to Tesco nearly every day. But I don't buy Tesco beans. And I don't like Heinz beans. Well, I like them, but they're not my favourite, if you like. So I've just seen a sign there what says this road will be closed. This road will be closed. I didn't see the date because I was just passing by. What's that? 15th of February. This road will be closed on the 15th of February with the second sign. So yeah, that'll be interesting. They must be gonna relay the road or something. Yeah, so wait a minute, that's another sign. For 7 days. Wow. 7 days. This is a busy road during the day. Under normal circumstances when people's going back and forwards to work. Right, anyway, so Asda beans. Yeah, I love the Asda beans. Not into Heinz beans or nothing else. I've tried them from Tesco, tried Tesco's own beans, if you like, and I don't like them either. So that's my mission. I'll probably buy a tray. I was last at Asda, I don't know, last year something, early December, late November, something like that. But I generally buy a tray which is about 24 tins, I think, and it'll last us for quite a while. You know, when you have beans on toast or egg and beans or egg chips and beans or sausage and beans, you know, whatever. So there you go. Never passed the car yet, and I'm just coming into Hamsterley. Never passed the car in either direction. So all good so far. Well, I'm just approaching Rowlands Gill, and Rowlands Gill has a speed camera which is just coming up now, and I passed one car and one bus, and this is the second bus which says the same as the first one, not in service. So it's finished. Buses are finished for the night. It's now 5 to 12. So yeah. Yeah. So here we're coming, Rowlands Gill. Where them lights is there, you can't see it very much, but that's the house I mentioned yesterday, which is up for sale for £5,000 short of £1 million, with 12 acres of land. So yeah, well, anyway, these are the temporary lights that came through yesterday, but because there's no traffic on the road, they turned green straight away when I approached them. I don't expect many people to be in Asda. I think the last time I came there was only one car in the car park. We'll see when we get there anyway. It's now exactly 1 minute past 12. I'm not quite at the metro centre yet. There's a time on the clock. I've passed 5 cars and 3 buses, all the way from Consett to Swarwell, which I'm almost at now. And Swarwell is like 5 minutes away from the metro centre. So yeah, it's very quiet, which is good on the road anyway. There's a lot of rain here in Swarwell, and for once it's There's no snow at home in Consett, but apparently there's a sign there what says A1 North closed. So if I was going A1 North, I'm sorry, but you can't. So that's another road closed. I mean, they've got bollards, then more bollards, then there's a truck parked across the road. Doesn't tell you why, just says it's closed. And signs saying diverted traffic. So, don't know what's going on there, like. Middle of the night. Well, 12 o'clock at night anyway. Northbound, A1 northbound road closure. So, I don't know, maybe they're doing some resurfacing, or it's not like an emergency thing, it's like something that was planned because of the signs. I'm nearly at Asda now. So yeah, roads are very quiet. There's a car coming, but that's coming from the metro centre. Fridays, wherever that is, some kind of restaurant, I think. I'm in the metro centre grounds, if you like, which is where Asda sits. And for any people that watch the channel and never heard of the metro centre, when it was built, it was Europe's biggest indoor shopping centre. It was a replacement for Newcastle city centre, which is called Eldon Square. Here's Asda here, where all these lights and that is. In the metro centre, don't know how much it costs, like many millions to make. But after that, a lot of towns did the same thing. I know the only one I know, like Manchester, they've got one similar. I don't know if it's any bigger than this, but this one's really, really big. I'm talking about the metro centre itself and the grounds. This was all built on a swamp when I was a kid, and my younger days working life, this was all swampland. So I don't know how they managed to build on a swamp, like, but anyway they did. So I'm at Asda Metro Centre. There's a van over there with flashing lights. I don't know what that's about. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 14 cars in a car park. And I presume some of them are customers. So and it's chucking it down with rain. So there's the car park, what you can see of it. Not many people here. So right, I go and get me bits and pieces. Well, that's me Asda shopping done. Completely different from Tesco when you're not used with Asda. But anyway, it's done. I came out, there was 2 police cars in the car park. Must have been just having a little meeting, because it was they were just parked next to each other and had the windows down, and they were just having a bit of chat, private chat off the radio. And then they pulled out just in front of me. So on my way back home, the fuel here is just over there, petrol station. For diesel is 125 in Swarwell. It's 123 up in Consett. 2 pence difference per litre, which is a bit if you're putting a lot of litres in. I normally put about just short of £90 in my tank every week or a couple of weeks, just depending how far I've travelled. So anyway, let's see how many cars we'll see on the way back from here. Was very quiet all the way here and even in the metro centre. When I went into Asda, as I mentioned, I like Asda beans, and I had to actually ask somebody where they were, because it's not somewhere I normally shop. But it's not a bad idea, because it was very quiet. I mean, not a bad idea shopping this time of night. Even if I am at work in the morning, shopping this time of night is nothing, because I'm normally wide awake this time of night anyway. So, but we'll see. I do like Tesco. I think the food's a lot better, and a lot of stuff's better from Tesco, I believe anyway. Back in Rowlands Gill at the temporary traffic lights. That on red. I was going to say that on must be on red at the other side now, because that car was standing, but it came through. It was a taxi. So my end must have just changed red, and then that went to green, and now I'm away to green. Very quiet. I've seen 2 cars so far. One thing I would imagine I won't see is a bus, because all the buses are heading back towards Consett, because that's where the depot is. Where these lights are is where that house is for sale, for just shy of $1 million. The locals are somebody posted it on Facebook, and the locals were thinking, wow, far too much money. Lots of local people in Rowlands Gill. They're saying far too much money for a semi-detached house. I mean, it doesn't look semi-detached, but obviously it is. That's what it's advertised as. But as I said, 12 acres of land, which is quite a bit of land anyway to go on. I would normally go along the Boreham Road through Hamsterley into Shotley Bridge and things like that, but I decided just to come up through Medhamsley. It's shorter this way, just it's quite a climb up the hill, but this is actually higher up than where I live, because I actually go downhill to my place from here when I get to the top of Black Hill Bank. But anyway, there's no snow here either, so it looks like that's it. But I've heard there's more on the way at the weekend, so that'll probably spoil the weekend for going for a walk. Being off tomorrow, hopefully it's not raining and I'll get out somewhere for a bit of a stroll anyway. Right, I'm almost at the top of Black Hill Bank at the roundabout. If you remember when I done my midnight walk a couple of weeks ago, this roundabout I'm coming up to, I actually walked across the middle of it. And this is it here. I've just seen some snow a little bit further down the road there. I'm just going round the roundabout now where I walked across recently. This is Black Hill Bank, and I live down the bottom of here. So not many cars. In fact, I think I've seen less cars on the way back than what I did on the way there. So possibly about 3. So there you go. Right, anyway, that's the end of this video and the journey to Asda Metro Centre. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. And please subscribe if you've never subscribed. It's free, doesn't cost anything. Just means you want to see more videos where I make when I make them, then you'll be notified if you subscribe. So yeah, thumbs up, click the little button, what looks like a thumb, and that'll be great. Okay, take care, stay safe, look after yourself, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.